Okay, welcome back everybody to the Dream Whisper of Jesus, where we discuss and interpret prophetic dreams. Today I'm going to share part one of a two-part dream about a possible Chinese military operation against Canberra, Australia. So I keep receiving very sobering prophetic dreams about China trying to capture Canberra, so we really need to keep praying for God's mercy on Canberra and also for the wisdom and strength of the Australian military and our military leaders and commanders. So just before I start, I'll just do some basic defence planning discussion. So if China was trying to capture Canberra, they have to sort of go through a checklist of things that they need to supply, ammunition, food. Water is fine. Canberra is self-sufficient in water, but one of the really problematic issues for the Chinese defence planners is energy, electricity. Canberra isn't self-sufficient in its own energy. It basically gets most of its energy from across the border in New South Wales. So that's a major problem for a military power trying to capture Canberra, and this is what my dream was symbolically talking about. So I'll jump in and start sharing the dream. So at the very start of the dream, I was with my old high school friends. So in my dreams, my old high school friends are often a symbol of the Australian military because I've sort of known them and been friendly with them for many, many years. So in the dream, I got with my old high school friends and we got into a convoy of military helicopters. There was about 20 to 30 of them, and we flew off in formation and we landed. In the dream I knew where we were landing, and we landed in a little country town in southern New South Wales called Jindabyne. So just on camera here, if I drive for 90 minutes south in this direction, I end up at Jindabyne. So yeah, it's about a 90-minute drive or so. And Jindabyne's important because it's the gateway to the Snowy Hydro electrical scheme. So Snowy Hydro is basically a really large hydropower system in southern New South Wales, and Canberra gets a lot of its electricity from it. So the sobering thing about this dream is that if China was to capture Canberra, they would probably be thinking of capturing Jindabyne and Snowy Hydro as well, so that they could be self-sufficient in electricity. So in the dream, me and my friends, we flew down to Jindabyne and we went to check it out, but we were searching all the like tourist cabins, tourist chalets, all the buildings in Jindabyne, but we found absolutely nothing. But at the same time, while we were there, I was there walking around, and in one of the cabins on like a table, this is just a really basic drawing, there was an electrical water urn, and somehow it had been accidentally left turned on, and all the water was pouring out of the electrical urn onto the floor, and there was a risk of an electrical fire and electrocution. So in the dream I reached over with my hand and I just turned off all the power sockets on the wall. So this symbol to me is about the Snowy Hydro power scheme and the electrical urn left on with the water running out. So that's some kind of symbol of not being well prepared, not thinking ahead, a little bit careless, if I can be that strong in my language. So yeah, when someone leaves an electrical water urn on, it's like careless, not really thinking about what you're doing. So I think it'll all be solved, but this is like, we need to pray for the Australian government to be sort of organised, thinking ahead about how to turn off the Snowy Hydro power scheme if China does decide to attack. So that was what happened in my dream. So in the dream it was turned off, but there's still the water and stuff on the floor that needed cleaning up, but at least it was safe and people could walk around. So, and you can clean up the water and the mess, it'll be okay. So that part of the dream was quite positive, but then the second part of the dream I'll send next week, but that was a little bit more ominous. So just as a clue for the part 2 of the dream, I called it the Ant Queen of Jindabyne. So part 2 of the dream, we'll see what the Ant Queen is. Okay, thank you all my brothers and sisters for listening. God bless you, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.